Hello and welcome to Kashmir Now. I'm your host Lipakshi Khurana. Let's take a look at what made news this week. Pakistan administration pulled for sponsoring terrorism and migrant crisis in POK during the 54th UNHRC session in Geneva. Student protest against fee hike in Karakuram International University turns into a major uprising against Pakistan's illegal regime in Gilgit-Baltistan. Government's ITI provides skill training in far-flung Kalakot Tehsil in Rajouri. Kashmiri plays enthralled the audience during a theatre festival in Srinagar. And in a special section of Incredible India, we take you to witness the spectacular festivities of Ram Leela and Durga Puja, celebrated all across the nation with much pomp and show. The Pakistan-backed illegal administration in POK was vehemently criticized at the recently concluded United Nations Human Rights Council session in Geneva. Junaid Qureshi, the director of European Foundation for South Asian Studies, raised the issue of illegal migration of POK residents to Europe owing to pressing inflation in the territory and administration's regular atrocities on the local population. The activist also blamed Pakistan for using POK as a breeding ground for cross-border terrorism. We have a report.
The residents of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir have remained under dire straits for more than 70 years. Poverty, lack of basic healthcare system, no avenues for jobs, and Pakistan-backed government's apathetic attitude towards them has compelled many to flee their homes. Junaid Qureshi, the director of European Foundation for South Asian Studies, during the United Nations Human Rights Council session in Geneva, raised the issue of migrant crisis in POK. He highlighted the Greece migrant boat disaster, in which more than 300 Pakistanis and 135 people from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir lost their lives while they were heading to Europe illegally in search of greener pastures. The lack of jobs and basic infrastructure in POK has fueled a sense of deprivation among the residents, while Pakistan continues to treat the region as a colony.
Now imagine 300 people of Pakistan paid this kind of money, and this is one instance we know of because the boat capsized, running away from their own country because they have absolutely no avenues. Look at the currency rate of the Pakistani rupee. It's in a spiral downfall.
Qureshi also blamed Pakistan for sponsoring terrorism in POK and cross-border terrorist attacks in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. He also lambasted Pakistan for providing a safe haven to the terrorists on their soil.
As a matter of fact, terrorism in the country is still being cultivated. There have been recently attacks in Jammu and Kashmir, in Kokarnag. Two of those terrorists were from Pakistan-administered Jammu and Kashmir. They were trained in mainland Pakistan. At the same time, you also see that people under shabby house arrest, the Masood Azhars, the Sayyid Salahuddins, the Hafiz Sayyids, all of them are still there.
Pakistan has been using the illegally occupied territory of POK as a breeding ground for terrorists. Although Pakistan has been pulled out and criticized for sponsoring terrorism at many occasions at international conferences, it has never complied with the United Nations directives, and the innocent residents of POK continue to bear the brunt of Pakistan's misdeeds.
And the ongoing student protest against the Karakuram University fee hike have turned into a massive uprising against the illegal regime of Pakistan in Gilgit. General public, activists and local political leaders too have joined the protest against the administration demanding an early resolution to the fee hike issue. During the times when spiraling inflation has ruptured the basic livelihood means for the locals, the unreasonable fee hike in the tuition fee has dashed hopes and aspirations of thousands of students seeking a better future. We have a report.
The student protest against the fee hike in Karakuram University in Gilgit has snowballed into a public outrage against the Pakistan-backed administration. It has been months since the protests have erupted in the illegally occupied territory against the university and the local administration. Resented with the university's decision to increase the fee by 85% within a year, the parents, activists and local political leaders too have joined the protest.
आज मेरे हाथ में यह पर्ची आई है कि 2022 से लेके 2023 तक वीसी साहब ने 85% फीसों में इजाफा किया है, जबकि कानून आइन उनका जो अपना कानून है यूनिवर्सिटी का वो कहता है कि आप सालाना 10% बढ़ाएं। बाकी जो 75% बढ़ा रहा है वो वीसी पेट्रोल पंप के लिए बढ़ा रहा होगा।
The students and the protesters blame the university's vice-chancellor for splurging the board revenue on his personal whims and fancies. The protesters warn the administration against a civil disobedience movement if they do not roll back on the fee hike decision.
हम रियासत को इस रंगीले वीसी को ये मुतम्बिह करते हैं कि अगर एक हफ्ते के अंदर अंदर आपने बेतहाशा फीसों के इजाफे का ये नोटिस ये वापस नहीं लिया तो हम फीसों के खिलाफ सिविल नाफरमानी के लिए भी आपके साथ खड़े होंगे। हम फीस नहीं दो वाले नारा लगाएंगे।
याद रखो, अगर आपके साथ किसी ने जबरदस्ती करने की कोशिश की, जबरन करने की कोशिश की तो ये न देखो ये गोल वाला बंद होगा, पूरा गिलगित बल्तिस्तान बंद होगा, पूरा गिलगित बल्तिस्तान जाम होगा, दियामर भी जाम होगा, सिकरदो भी जाम होगा, नगर हुंजा भी जाम होगा, गिजर भी जाम होगा।
Agitated with university's policies and mismanagement, students and protesters demand an immediate resolution to the fee hike issue. They criticize the administration for appointing an incompetent vice-chancellor and giving him a free rein to splurge the university's resources and revenue.
यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर 85% फीस इसका बढ़ाना इस बात की दलील है कि ये वीसी नाअहल था, नाअहल है, नाअहल रहेगा। इसलिए ये बंदा पिछले साल इसकी मुलाजमत फारिग हुई है, इस साल पूरा 1 साल से ज्यादा हो रहा है। ये नाजायज तरीके से अपनी मुलाजिमत को एक्सटेंशन करवा के यहाँ पे ऐशो इशरत करके बोर्ड के रिवेन्यू को इकट्ठा करके सुरुप और सुरुप अपनी अयाशियों पर यूनिवर्सिटी को चलाना चाह रहा है, लेकिन उसकी हम इजाजत नहीं देंगे।
The improvised region of Gilgit-Baltistan has only a few higher education institutions. The unprecedented fee hike has certainly dashed all hopes of students and their parents to the ground. Karakuram University is the only public sector university in the region with enrollment of around 10,000 local students. Amid spiraling inflation and unreasonable fee hike, the students of Karakuram University have become victims of double whammy.
Moving on skill development has become a key component for the overall growth of Kashmiri youth. The Government of India is taking great strides in developing several industrial training institutes in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir to create a skillful lot of youngsters. The Industrial Training Institute in Karakuram Tehsil of Rajouri district is one among many government institutes that are providing skill training in a variety of trades. For the youth residing in far-flung areas of the Union Territory, the ITI is serving as a platform to make them self-reliant and trade masters in various job segments. Take a look.
Skill development is one of the essential aspects of the growth of any region. The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, having a good demographic dividend, has a great potential to provide skilled manpower. To harness this young energy for the growth of the Union Territory and the nation, the Government of India has established several industrial training institutes in even the remotest corners of Kashmir. The Industrial Training Institute or ITI in the Karakuram Tehsil of Rajouri district is one such institute which has been providing training to the youth coming from far-flung villages and towns.
हमारे राजौरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हम ऑलमोस्ट जो रेगुलर ट्रेनिंग्स हैं उसमें हम 1000 बच्चों को ट्रेनिंग करते हैं हर साल जो रेगुलर ट्रेनिंग और उसके अगेंस्ट हमारे शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्सेज भी होते हैं जहाँ पे भी हमारे 1000 से 1500 बच्चे और एडिशनली ट्रेन होते हैं और ये सारा बेनिफिट जो है ज़्यादातर लोगों को ITI करने का यही होता है कि अपने ही एरिया में और अपने ही आसपास के एरिया में ये अपना जो है रोज़गार कर सकते हैं अपने घर में रह के बच्चा जो है अपना अर्निंग्स कर सकता है ये सबसे बड़ा ITI का फ़ायदा है कि अगर आप घर में ही हो तो अपने आसपास के एरिया में आप काम कर सकते हो
The institute provides a gamut of trades for its students to choose from. The students can learn from basic to advanced level by paying a small annual fee. The skilled students who finish the courses at ITI are in high demand in the market, and the students who want to set up their own businesses and become entrepreneurs, they too are immensely benefited from these courses.
यहाँ पे बहुत सारे ट्रेड हैं जैसे कंप्यूटर हो गया, स्टेनो हो गया, ड्रेस मेकिंग हो गया और मैं इस ट्रेड में हूँ, ड्रेस मेकिंग में हूँ तो यहाँ पे बहुत कुछ सिखाया जाता है, रेगुलर मैम आते हैं, सब कुछ होता है। सो यहाँ पे ड्रेस के साथ साथ डिज़ाइनिंग सब कुछ बताया जाता है, ठीक ठाक बताया जाता है। सो यहाँ पे बहुत मतलब फ़ायदे होते हैं।
Through these training institutes, the youth residing in far-flung areas of the Union Territory are able to skill themselves and open up new avenues of growth for themselves and the local society. Whether it is basic knowledge of computers, stenography, electrical engineering, fashion designing, construction, the institute trains its students in several skills of their choice.
यहाँ पे हमारे पास कुल जो है 8 ट्रेड जो है वो कंटिन्यू चल रहे हैं जिसमें हमारे पास सबसे पहले जो है कोपा ट्रेड चल रहा है उसके बाद हमारे पास स्टेनो ट्रेड है सेक्रेटरियल प्रैक्टिस उसके बाद ड्रेस मेकिंग इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इलेक्ट्रिशियन प्लम्बर बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन जैसे कि हमारे पास डिफरेंट ट्रेड जो है यहाँ पे हमारे पास चल रहे हैं और फार फ्लंग एरिया से बच्चे हमारे पास यहाँ पे एडमिशन लेते हैं जैसे मोगला तरियाट सियालसी वगैरह से सोलकी से ये बाजी मोड़ वगैरह वहाँ से जो है इतने दूर दूर से बच्चे जो है हमारे पास जो है यहाँ पे सुंदरबनी तक भी बच्चे हमारे पास यहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग करते हैं।
The fashion designing course is widely popular among the women in the Union Territory. The students and trainers in this particular trade say The course not only helps them in earning for the family but also makes them self-reliant and provides them an opportunity to manage the home duties along with their work.
इस ट्रेड का ये फायदा है कि वो अपनी इस ट्रेड में आए और इस ट्रेड में कपड़े सिलाई करना, काटना, प्रैक्टिकली पूरा काम करवाया जाता है, वो सीखकर अपना आगे स्टैंड ले सकती हैं। ये ट्रेड सीखकर बड़ी-बड़ी बुटीक खोल सकती हैं, मार्केट में कोई अपनी छोटी सी शॉप खोल सकते हैं या कोई अपने घर पे छोटी सी मशीन रखकर अपना घर पे भी कारोबार चला सकती हैं और साथ-साथ में अपनी फैमिली को भी ये काम करने से वो क्या कर सकती हैं, साथ लेकर चल सकती हैं। घर का कामकाज भी संभाला जा सकता है और इधर से ये काम भी आराम से किया जा सकता है और इस ट्रेड का आज हद फायदा होता है।
The devoted youths of Kashmir have made their names in diverse sectors, and the government training institutes like ITI Karakuram are putting concerted efforts in upgrading their courses and equipping trainees with the latest technical knowledge. The youngsters too are making significant advancements by seizing opportunities to learn and implement their skill sets at their jobs.
Well, in a bid to promote and preserve the Kashmiri language and literature, the Jammu and Kashmir Academy of Art, Culture and Languages organized the Theatre Festival in Srinagar. The plays performed during the event were in ethnic Kashmiri language to give a taste of Kashmiriyat to the people and theatre art lovers. Many renowned artists in the audience praised the Cultural Academy's role in reviving the Kashmiri theatre art in the Union Territory. Let's take a look.
Kashmir Valley, a paradise on the face of earth, is encompassed with enthralling nature. The unparalleled beauty of this place has been a subject of poets, philosophers and writers for ages. It is not just the geography that marvels on lookers, but its culture, the traditions, the Kashmiriyat, its vibrant legacy of literature and performing arts that attract people from all across the world. In a bid to preserve Kashmir's cultural legacy and traditions, the Jammu and Kashmir Academy of Art, Culture and Languages organized a theatre festival in Srinagar, keeping Kashmiri language at its core.
कश्मीरी ज़ुबान जो हमारी अपनी ज़ुबान है उसको ज़िंदा रखना है, आने वाली जनरेशन को उसकी इम्पोर्टेंस बतानी है, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ पे ऐसे कई कलमकार हैं जिन्होंने ऐसे ऐसे फसाने लिखे हैं, ऐसी ऐसी फ़िलासफ़ीज़ लिखी हैं जो कि जिनका दुनिया में कहीं पे कंपटीशन नहीं है, मतलब दुनिया में वैसी फ़िलासफ़ीज़ ऐसा नहीं लिखने को मिलेगा.
Kashmiri is among 22 official languages of India and is considered one among the oldest spoken languages in the subcontinent. For the young performing artists, the theatre plays in Kashmiri language was an opportunity to learn the aboriginal Kashmiri dialect and get a glimpse into India's one of the richest literatures.
जो कल्चरल एकेडमी हमारी मतलब बार बार फेस्टिवल्स ऑर्गेनाइज करती है, मोस्टली उसमें कश्मीरी प्लेज होते हैं, कश्मीरी लैंग्वेज से रिलेटेड होते हैं और कुछ मतलब ऐसे ऐसे अल्फाज भी होते हैं जो कि हमें सीखने को मिलते हैं, जो काफ़ी खूबसूरत होते हैं, जिनको काफ़ी अच्छे से पिरोया जाता है और वो लफ्ज़ जब हम सीखते हैं तो एक अच्छा सा सुकून मिलता है.
The artists believe that the role played by the Cultural Academy in preserving the Kashmiri language amidst modern influence and styles is commendable. The plays were well received by the audience. The performers were satisfied with the response and find theatre an influential medium to highlight the social issues.
कश्मीरी ज़ुबान को जिंदा व जावेद रखने के लिए थिएटर ने एक रोल अदा किया है और आप भी आज भी कर रहा है। उसकी आप जिंदा मिसाल आप ये देखेंगे कि क्या मसला है, क्या हो रहा है। आजकल इस दौर में हम ये देख रहे हैं कि जब कोई हमारे राइटर स्क्रिप्ट लिखते हैं तो उसके बाद हम उसको जब स्टेज पे करते हैं तो हम समाज के लिए एक बहुत अच्छा काम करते हैं और समाज में जो बुराइयाँ अच्छाइयाँ उनको उजागर करते हैं एक अच्छे ढंग से।
Kashmir has been through tumultuous times in the past, and bringing theatre art to the same glory was indeed a challenge. Some renowned Kashmiri writers like Bashir Dada too were present in the audience to encourage and share their years of experience in theatre arts with the young artists.
बात सिर्फ कश्मीरी ज़बान को ज़िंदा रखने की नहीं है, बात कश्मीरी तहजीब और कल्चर इसको ज़िंदा रखने की। सिर्फ ज़बान की बात नहीं है, बात दोनों की है। कल्चर एक माइथोलॉजिकल, अगर आप कश्मीरी कोई ड्रामा लेते हैं वो उर्दू ज़बान में भी करते हैं, लेकिन फ्लेवर होगा कश्मीर का तो बात पूरी होगी। तो लेकिन जो हो रहा है, हमारा कमाल तो ये है कि हमारी जो 30 इयर्स ब्रेक लग गया इसमें, 25 इयर्स टोटल ब्रेक था। उसके बाद कूप अप करना बड़ा मुश्किल था। कहीं और जगह ऐसे हालात हुए होते तो थिएटर तो ख़त्म हुआ होता, लेकिन यहाँ पे रिवाइवल, इसमें मैं क्रेडिट कुछ लोगों को देता हूँ।
The Government of India, along with various cultural associations and Jammu and Kashmir Academy of Art, Culture and Languages, has been instrumental in organizing theatre festivals and many other cultural programs in the valley. These programs are not only helping in preserving the Kashmiri traditions and cultures, but also bringing the people of Kashmir together and closer to their roots.
And Ram Leela, a dramatic folk enactment of the Hindu epic Ramayana, is deeply rooted in India's rich culture. The traditional drama is played as a part of the Hindu festival Durga Puja, which celebrates the victory of good over evil. As the festival arrives, drama artists across Indian states are pouring their hearts and souls, regardless of their belief systems, to make the festivity grand. Let's have a look.
Ram Leela, a traditional performance based upon the epic story of Lord Ram, popularly known as Ramayana, is performed all across northern India during the Dashera festival. Ram Leela, as the name suggests, depict the mythological story of Lord Ram winning over the demon king Ravan in a bid to rescue his beloved wife Sita. Today, the art form is recognized not only in India but throughout the world. The popularity of this art form can easily be recognized as people from different communities and religious groups come forward enthusiastically to participate in enacting various characters during the play. As the Dashera festival approaches, enthusiastic drama artists as well as well-known television stars are all busy preparing and rehearsing for their performances in a bid to make Ram Leela grand and spectacular.
एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी होती है आपके ऊपर अगर आप ऐसे किरदार जब आप निभाते हैं और ऐसा लगता है कि पूरे ब्रह्मांड का जो भार है वो आप ही के कंधों पर है, क्योंकि जिस समय लाइव आपको बहुत सारा ऑडियंस देखने आता है, हालांकि इसका लाइव टेलीकास्ट भी होगा, लेकिन जो लाइव लोग देखने आते हैं वो उस समय गगन को नहीं देखते, वो उस समय प्रभु राम को ही देखते हैं। तो जब भगवान को वो देख रहे हैं तो मैं नहीं समझता वो चाहेंगे कि भगवान कोई गलती करें किसी भी रूप में।
The 10-day traditional drama Ram Leela is a part of the Durga Puja festival, which celebrates the 9 feminine avatars of Shakti or goddess Durga. The artists during the play narrate and recite songs, dialogues and poems on the platform while bringing the population together regardless of caste and religion. The play also symbolizes the victory of good over evil as Lord Ram kills the demon king Ravan on the 10th day. over several locations, processions were taken out as a part of the traditional drama Ram Leela, drawing a large number of devotees who took to the streets to welcome the event.
मथुरा रामलीला सभा के तत्वाधान में आज रामलीला सभा की तरफ से राम बारात निकल रही है, जिसमें हमारी 71 झांकियां हैं, 7 बैंड बाजे हैं, 4 अखाड़े हैं, भिन्न भिन्न तरीके की और बहुत सी आतिशबाजी वगैरह सब चल रही है। साथ में घोड़े, हाथी सब साथ चल रहे हैं। राम जी की बारात भव्य निकल रही है। मथुरा की खासियत है कि 187 साल पुरानी 187 साल पुरानी ये हमारी रामलीला है, जो मथुरा की सिद्ध रामलीला है।
The tradition of Ram Leela is believed to have originated around the 16th century during the time of the Bhakti movement. Tulsidas, a popular poet who wrote the Hindi version of the Ramayana called the Ramcharitmanas, is considered one who fanned the tradition of Ram Leela to spread the teachings of Ramayana to the common people.
बेहद खुशी की बात है कि सालों साल मुझे यहाँ अयोध्या आने का मौका मिलता है। पहले तो सीता मैया का किरदार निभाया था, फिर माँ शबरी का और इस बार वेदमती का। तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि हर साल रामलला के दर्शन करने को मिलते हैं।
The Ramayana is a timeless epic that has inspired people worldwide while teaching about the importance of dharma, love, devotion, perseverance, compassion and forgiveness. Meanwhile, Ram Leela, while keeping the essence of Ram and Ramayana, continues to guide humankind towards the right path. People can learn from the Ramayana to live better and more meaningful lives.
Well, that's all we have for you in this week's episode. Goodbye and take care.
आप देख रहे हैं डीडी कशिर, एहसास कश्मीर का।